Good morning, lovely Year Sixes. This is Miss Norton here. Just for those that don't know me, I am Clydesdale class teacher at Whitehorse Manor Junior. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be posting Arithmetic Revision daily for you. So I'm going to post 12 questions every day. All you're going to need for this is a pen and paper or whiteboard and pen, whichever you have available to answer some arithmetic questions. What I suggest you do, in a moment I will put up the 12 questions. I then suggest that you pause the video for 10 minutes while you work through and try and work out all the answers to the questions. After that time, you can restart the video and I will give you the answers and work through some of them with you. Okay, so here are your 12 arithmetic questions for today. As usual, you have 10 minutes to complete these questions. So when you are ready, pause the video, time yourself 10 minutes and then resume. When you resume, I'll go through all the answers with you and I will focus on a few of the questions to show you how they are done. Okay, good effort with those. Let's have a look through the answers. Number 1, you have something equals 1098 minus 100. So you've got something equals 1098 take away 100. So what that's actually saying to you is, this equal sign is saying whatever's on this side has to equal what's on this side. So if you work this out, you'll be able to get the answer to this. So 1098 take away 100 equals 998. And then that's balanced. This equals this. 998 is the same as what's on this side. This is 998, this is 998. So your answer to number 1, 998. Number 2, 2,799 add 462. The answer is 3,241. Number 4, 4 take away 0.12. We will have a look at that one because I know some people go wrong with this. 4 take away 0.12. A lot of people, I think, forget that this 4 can also be written like this, okay, and then that makes it a lot easier. You just put your extra placeholders in and then it's easier for you to take this away. So you can then do 4.00 take away 0.12, and then you can do a normal calculation. 0 take away 2 you can't do this, you have to come over here to make that 10 and make it 9, bring over your 10 here. 10 take away 2 is 8, 9 take away 1 is 8, remember your decimal point straight underneath. 3 take away nothing is 3, so your answer would be 3.88. And of course if you add 0.12 back on to double check using the invoice, 8, 9, 10, you get back to 4, so your answer is correct. So always check using the inverse where you can, and then you'll know yourself that your answers are absolutely correct. Okay, so the answer to number 3 was 3.88. Number 4, 630 divided by 7. Now I could think immediately, oh, I'll do the bus stop method, but hang on, these numbers, they should be ringing a bell to you here. 63 and 7. Think of your times tables. Make this 10 times smaller. 7 goes into 63, and using your times table, you should know that there are 9 7s in 63. You've made it 10 times smaller, so make it 10 times bigger. So that means 90 times 7 must equal 630. Again, you can check using the invoice. So this should equal this. 7 times 0 is 0, 7 times 9 is 63. You know yourself already, you've got that correct. And that took, what, 2 or 3 seconds to check that? Always worth checking the inverse. Number 5, 20% of 2,300 is 460. 2,300 divided by 10, 230, gives you 10%, and then simply double it, times it by 2 to get the 20%. So your answer for that one would be 460. Number 6, 3.005 multiplied by 6. We had a look at one similar to this a couple of days ago. Let's have another look. 3.005 multiplied by 6. And I advised you, take the decimal point away and then multiply it, but remember to put it back. So what I mean by that is move it along so you don't have a decimal in it. So to make this into a number without the decimal in your sum, you can move it 1, 2, 3 places. You can multiply it by 10, 100, 1,000. So if you multiply this by 1,000, you get the number 3005 times 6, which is easier then to work out. You don't have to worry so much about your decimal. So you must remember when you get your answer to move it back 1,000 places. 6 times 5 is 30, 6 times 0 is 0, add 3, 6 zeros are 0, 6 threes are 18. So we made it 1,000 times bigger, we moved it 3 places along. We need to now make it 1,000 times smaller, so we need to move it 3 back to the left. 1, 2, 3. So our answer is 18.030. Okay, and again, like I said with the last one we did, does that make sense? 3 times 6, 18. It's 3 and a bit times 6. So we know 3 times 6 is 18. So we know, yeah, and look, 6 times 5, 30. So you know that you're right. Again, if you've got an answer of, if you forgot to put that in and you got that as your answer, you're going to have to look at it again. And remember, you made it 1,000 times bigger, make it 1,000 times smaller. Okay, so the answer to number 6 was 18.03 or 030. Number 7, 492,441, take away 74917. Your answer is 417,524, 417,524. For number 8, 72 times 29, your answer is 2,088, 2088. Number 9, 5784 divided by 12. We'll have a look at this long division one. So the sum is 5784 divided by 12. So you should be able to count in your 12s. If not, you can partition both and add them back together. I'm just going to go up, I think, to 96, but I can add more if I need to. I can write my letters up here, DMSB, in case I get lost as I'm going along, and then I write my calculation out. So we've got, make sure you write the right numbers out, because that is a mistake some people may make, like I just did. So always check you're writing the correct calculation. So it's 12 into 5784. So let's start with our divide. 12 into 5, we can't do. 12 into 57. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times, 4 12s I know are 48. So then I've multiplied, I go on to subtract. 7, I can't do that. 17 take away 8 is 9. Okay, I've subtracted, so now I bring down my 8 and I go back to the beginning. 12 into 98, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 8 times 12, oh sorry, we must write my 8. 8 times 12 is 96. Subtract, 8 take away 6 is 2. I've subtracted, so what I need to do now is bring down my 4. Excuse me. 12 into 24 is 2. Multiply, 2 times 12 is 24. I've multiplied, now I subtract. I end up with 0. I know I've come to the end of my calculation, so my answer is 482. 5784 divided by 12 is 482. You know, if you wanted to check that answer, if you had a little bit of time left at the end of a test, you could do 482 times 12, and if you got 5784, you would know you were absolutely correct. So the answer for that question is 482. 482. Number 10, 33 times 1 1/3. We've done a couple of these now. So I suggested 2 ways. Probably the easiest way in this instance, because it's a third, would be to partition. So you could do 33 times 1 1/3. You do 33 times 1, you will know it's 33, and then do 1/3 times 33, which is the same we know as saying of. To do 1/3, you divide by 3, so 1/3 of 33 is 11, and then add them back together, and your answer for that question would be 44. So the answer to number 10 would be 44. Number 11, we've got a mixed number and fraction addition. So we've got the number 1 and 1/3 add 5/6. Okay, so before I can do anything here, I need to change them so that they're in the same thing, because at the moment I've got a mixed number and a fraction. So to change this into an improper fraction, so they're in the same, I can do 1 times 3 plus 1 is 4, so I get 4/3, add 5/6. But I still can't add them because we've got different denominators. So looking at my denominators, the lowest common denominator here is going to be 6. So I can leave this one as it is, and I can change this into 6 by multiplying the top and the bottom. Remember, whatever you do to the bottom, do to the top, by multiplying both of them by 2. So I get 8, 6 plus 5, 6. Now they're the same. I can add them, and I get 13/6. And then I can change it back to an improper fraction. 6 into 13, you get 2 wholes with 1 left, and you keep your denominator the same. So your answer would be 2 and 1/6. So your answer for number 11 was 2 and 1/6. And then the final question, number 12, was a division of fractions. We had 1/3 divided by 4. As soon as you see that division sign in fractions, you should be thinking of these letters to help you work through it. And if you did that, you would have worked out that your answer for 1/3 divided by 4 was 1/12. So your answer for number 12 was 1/12. Okay, I'll give you a clarification of those answers now. Okay, so here are the answers to today's questions as we've just gone through, but so you can see them all there for clarification. Okay, Year 6, that's it for today. Well done with all your efforts. Remember, this will be posted daily on the Pegasus website and also on YouTube. I look forward to speaking to you again tomorrow. In the meantime, take good care of yourselves.